Little job this morning. It was just a 3 and a bit hours of helping one of my customers do bits and pieces. This is the customer that's moving, unfortunately. So the nice thing is she has asked, because I normally go there fortnightly, she's asked if I can go there weekly until she moves. It won't all be gardening, but she wants to sort all the garden out because she wants to take all the pots with her. So there'll be a lot of tidying out the pots and that sort of thing. And also, she said to me, even if the weather's really bad, she said just turn up anyway, because she'll get me in the house doing bits and pieces if I don't, if it's too wet to garden. So that's been my mission this morning. I'm absolutely drenched. It didn't start off that wet, but the weather over in the UK at the minute is, it's all over the place. You know, one day it'll be like this, it'll be wet, and the next day it'll be cold and frosty. I've seen on the forecast that later this week there might be some snow about, so you just never really know what you're going to be in for. Now I am heading to meet someone. We're going to have a bit of lunch together. I'll put a mint in. Sorry, I've got a sweet in my mouth. I should have put a sweet in. I'm trying to talk, it's not great. But yeah, I'm going to meet someone. We're going to have a bit of a chat. Might do a little bit of video together. Yeah, see what he's been up to. We'll hopefully go and see him in a minute. So let's see. Greg. Greg's mowing. Look how clean his van is. It's the cleanest van I've ever seen.
Not yours.
Well, mine's alright. It's alright from the front, all the rain. Anyway, we're going to go to a mower shop and have a look. Greg's probably going to buy some more stuff, so let's see. So I just met up with Greg from Greg's Mowing. We just had a real nice lunch. We are just going to go and have a little look at there's a garden and machinery shop just around the corner from where we had lunch, so we're just going to go and have a little look at that. He's following me at the minute. I haven't lost him. I'm trying to, but he's still sticking on my tail. So Greg just had the biggest rack of ribs I have ever seen in my life. I just had a coffee and a sandwich and a steak. Real cool to meet up with Greg. I really want to thank him. He's come up all this way. I live about an hour away from Greg, so he decided we've been trying to have a bit of a get together for a while. So I say we just had some lunch. Unfortunately, couldn't do any filming while I was having lunch. I'm not that brave with a camera, so but we did had a bit of a chat. If your ears are burning throughout that, it means we were talking about you. So yeah, no, we didn't really. We discussed different things in our businesses and that sort of thing. So we are just going to go and have a little look at this garden machinery shop, and yeah, this is what sort of things we do in the winter time. It's not that busy. Oh, and it's got a clearance sale on. The place looks like it is actually closed. See how we get on. So unfortunately the mower shop had closed down. We hadn't realised at the time, but we did nip across to B&Q across the road. Greg found some real good mowers. He's going to be buying one of these soon. Keeps in touch with his channel. I'm sure you'll see him using one shortly. Me and Greg from Greg's Mowing, we had a bit of lunch together, and we were supposed to go and look at this garden machinery shop, which has closed down. So we walked around it for 10 minutes looking at models, which it is now a model shop apparently. Greg wanted to buy an Echo sign.
A few Echo signs.
But we didn't have a screwdriver to take down the sign. So well, I'm going to ask Greg a few questions, and yeah, you can get to know Greg a little bit more and subscribe to his channel. Check him out. Greg, how long have you been in business for gardening?
Set up in June 2011, so coming up to 6-ish years. Yeah. Aggravating years.
Greg, you are a hater man, and the hater is a type of mower that we have over here. Would you say hater's your favourite weapon of choice, Greg?
Well, for mowing, I would say so.
Yeah.
A few modifications on the bag with cutting holes in it to improve the airflow. Does make a difference. They don't approve, but it does make a difference. Hondas are fairly good if you're a bit crazy in the head, I suppose. Yeah. Don't cut as wide.
I'll edit that bit out.
Does make an inch does make a bit of a difference. The parts on Hondas are a lot more expensive. They're strong engines, but you don't want them to go wrong.
No. Now, how many mowers do you own? How many mowers you got?
I've sold a few, but I've probably got 248s, 256s, John Deere, and a Honda. So I think that's 6, I think. And the Billy Goat's not a mower, but similar sort of wheeled object.
Lovely.
How many have you got?
I have the 2 mowers. I've got just the 2 Hondas. That's plenty for me. I will just keep using them both until they fall to bits. I'm not going to worry about buying another one. What are you on your list this year to buy, Greg? What are you going to be buying yourself?
Plan to get a new Ivor Williams trailer. For those Americans or people who don't know, they're sort of the main brand in Britain. They're the best built. There are other brands, but we've got 2 dealers within half an hour, so worth going with them. Well built. My friend's got them and they swear by them. Jason Mayo, he's got one and he loves it.
Brilliant.
So might as well go with them. And apart from that, might get another backup strimmer, still FS70. I've got one, very good strimmer, but might get a backup one. Haven't quite decided yet. How about you?
Me, combi stuff. Every time I walk in my local dealers, I'm looking at all the combi stuff. I wouldn't mind one of the combi. You've got one in the back, the cutter, the
pole.
Yeah, the pole pruner one. I wouldn't mind getting one of them, and also one that rotovates. I wouldn't mind getting something like that. But strimmers probably on the list, and probably a backpack blower at some point would be on the list as well. But I'll wait throughout the year to get something like that. So yeah. So I say, just had a little lunch together. Greg's come all the way. Greg's doing a tour around the country. Comment on this video. You want Greg to come and visit you? He'll buy you some lunch, and he'll come around, and you can sit in his van and have a chat on a rainy Monday afternoon. And yeah, that should be good. Anyway, Greg, crack on, dude. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
So that was Greg from Greg's Mowing, and I really want to thank Greg for coming all this way. He lives about an hour away from me, and I say we just got in contact. He had an afternoon free, I had an afternoon free, and we decided to get together and have a bit of lunch and just discuss different things in our business. And that's why I really love this YouTube thing and the community I'll talk about. Is if I wouldn't been doing, you know, this YouTube thing, I would never have met Greg. We're both very similar, you know, we both have gardening businesses. We are both guys that just work on our own mainly. We have occasionally I work with my daddy, occasionally he works with some friends, but we have our own businesses. And you know, if it wasn't for this YouTube thing, you know, we would never have met each other, or you know, been able to discuss different ideas together. We spoke about a lot of YouTube channels that we watch. None of them, promise you now, we did not slag anybody off. We you know, everybody we spoke positively about. So it was really nice just to bounce ideas off of each other, you know, talk about how we, you know, turn about pricing a job, or problem customers we've had, how we're going to deal with them in the past, you know, coming up. It's really interesting for me to hear about Greg's. I didn't ask quite as many questions as I thought. I am not a filmmaker. I'm really, you know, I'm not. This is the first time I've really sort of interviewed somebody like that. There's some questions I've thought of now that I probably would have asked Greg. But interesting to find out, as we was having lunch, talking about Greg's route that he does. A lot of his customers, you know, fairly local to where he lives, compared to mine. You know, this customer I was out on today is about 20 miles away from where I live. So it's just really nice to get different ideas, and just to get a, you know, a different feel of things. You know, because if it wasn't for this YouTube thing, I would have been working today and I'd have just got wet and gone home. But thanks to YouTube, got to meet up with and, you know, make a new friend. So go and give Greg some support. Greg, one thing I will say to you, you've got to get more videos out. You don't do enough videos. I know that we discussed about, you know, the amounts of videos we've both been putting out, and we are going to try this year to do a proper job and try and get some more content out for the UK subscribers. Cheers guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, be good.